In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix one of the most recent kind of problems or mistakes that I've had in my shop, because it should be helpful if and when you need this little tip sometime down the road. So what I've been doing is I've been installing some brass hinges on the lid of a hope chest. When you buy brass hinges, these ones are from Brusso, they'll give you a steel screw along with all of the brass ones so that you can use that steel screw to cut the threads for the screws after you've drilled your pilot hole. The problem is sometimes these supplied steel screws don't last for the entire dozen screws that you're going to need to install in the hinges. The head of them gets like just stripped out and shoot up like crazy because they are the stupid Phillips head. And you have to get something with Robertson heads if you don't want to strip these things out. Give us a decent screw, Brusso, please, or at least a pair of them, because what I ended up having to do was I went to my screw bin and I got another one to try and cut the threads. It wasn't quite long enough. I thought I could get away with it, but I simply couldn't. And when I tried to screw in the brass screw, it bottomed out a little bit and it snapped off in the hole. So now what I have to do is somehow get that screw out of there and somehow repair it so that I can get the last screw into the hinge. So that's what we're going to do in this video, so follow along. Now I realize there's tools you can buy to be able to do these kinds of things, but I don't have anything on hand in order to actually remove that broken off screw in the hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a Forstner bit. The steel is actually stronger or harder than what the brass is. I've done some tests on some other pieces. I tried to use a standard twist bit in order to drill that out. It really didn't work. It wanted to wander off of the shaft of the screw, and then you ended up with a big torn out kind of angled hole. So let's see if we can go for broke here and get it out first try, make a nice hole with this 3/8 of an inch Forstner bit. The one thing I have done is I have drilled out the shaft of that screw a little bit, so it is kind of got a cone or a dimple so that the point of the Forstner bit is not going to be impeded at all or come in contact with anything until it actually starts to drill some of the wood away. And I have drawn a crosshair with some pencil across the center point of where that screw is actually put in so that I can locate my Forstner bit very precisely right down the middle of it so that hopefully I can get a nice clean hole. Next up is making a plug from the same species of wood that was used on the project, and in this case it happens to be hard maple, and it's a 3/8 of an inch diameter plug cutter. Now I did draw a line on here for the grain orientation, just so that I get it lined up with the other grain. And hopefully that'll make things as strong as possible once the glue dries. And I did kind of rough up these sides because they were burnished from the plug cutter. I just used a little bit of 220 on them. And that's not likely going anywhere. I've still got my trim router set to the same depth as these hinge mortises from before, so I'm just going to use it to cut that plug off. Perfect. Looks good. So I did get some more screws in order to cut these threads. And obviously I don't want to go through to the other side, so that's why I've got the tape on there. And there you have it. We've got those holes repaired, the hinge reinstalled, and we're ready to attach it to the actual hope chest. I went ahead off camera and I installed the hinges. They work beautifully, nice and smooth. Next step will be adding one of those lid stays so that it doesn't fall over backwards. So we've got that little repair fix done. Hopefully it's helpful in your shop. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. And until next time, go build something beautiful.